started today, that's why it's so thick. Show prices. So nice decanter, but there's no cup.
South Georgia home. My name is Gail. I keep trying to remember to say that at the beginning of the video and I fail miserably. I get so excited about what I'm going to show you. This is an estate haul, and there was a new to me antique market that was having like a little flea market out in front for different peddlers. We stopped there, and the estate sale. And the estate sale is about an hour, 20 minutes from here. And this antique mall was not far from there, so I don't know how often I could get to that antique mall. It is new to me. It's the only time I've ever been there, but don't know how often I can get back at that distance. This was the second day of the estate sale. The first day, Friday, I could have gone, but I asked my husband. He said, no, I'll ride with you, so I had to wait till Saturday, which is not a bad thing if you go to some of these, because this was professionally run. A company did do this. So the first day, of course, they're going to hold you to those prices. Second day, they're ready to get rid of it and get out of there. Prices are going to be better. Now, of course, you can't cherry pick all the best stuff from the first day because it's gone. But what you do get will be at a better price. So you one trade-off for another. Now, I'll show you the unpriced items. I did add up the ones that have stickers on them this morning in my head. I was counting them. And there was just the stuff that was marked would have been about 50 bucks. And then I have a few things that are not marked. But altogether, I paid $15 for them yesterday. Now this, I keep seeing these in thrift stores, and I keep passing them by. I don't know particularly why I picked this one up, but I did. I thought probably would be pennies, really, and it really is. For the pile that you make, and then they just give you one price. It's probably, you know, close to nothing that you pay for this. But it is not for food. In my mind, it isn't for food. It doesn't have the rubber seal. It just fits on. You can put Q-tips in it, cotton balls, change, anything like that. Don't know what I'll do with it. I think the husband's coming in right now, so sorry about that rude interruption. He is out there making improvements to a mobile chicken coop. We are babysitting about 70 biddies from my nephew. So we have to improve that today because they're getting bigger and they're eating inside a house and home and the brooders they're in. So we got to get them something bigger. So he's working on that, and true to form, he'll come in 2 or 3 times, you know, can you help hold something while I screw it, or you put a screw in it while I'm holding it, or I need water, or I need this. Sometimes I think about locking the door, but then I remember he's got his own key. So we'll go back to the haul. I showed you the glass jar. These were on the clear glass table in the sunroom. They're nothing special. They're plastic. But if you really want to dress up some like really boring candlestick holders, you could just drop these on top, and you've got an instant little pendant arrangement. And they are plastic. Like I said, there's nothing special about them. But 2 of those. This was on the kitchen counter. Ouch. It's brass, and I didn't really realize till I got home that it has more of an Asian motif to it. And you can see right here, like a dragon or a bird right here, and then all the way to the tail. I don't know if it's supposed to be a chicken. Am I just seeing chickens and everything, maybe? Maybe it's supposed to be a chicken. I don't know. But it's a brass light switch plate. Doesn't come with any screws. And I don't know that there's a room in my house I'm going to do it with. I don't know why I picked it up. I just keep thinking either sell it or keep it. So there's that. These 2 were, I was looking for project pieces back before Easter because I wanted to do a project with a bunny rabbit. And I don't know if the same thing for you can be said, but I know when I start to look for something, I can't find one to save my life. If I'm not looking for it, I can walk into any store and lay my hand on 5 of them. But I could never find a rabbit in the thrift store. And I like to buy them in the thrift stores or Goodwills, things like that. If I'm going to paint them and make a project piece out of them, I don't want to go to an antique store and pay 20 bucks for something. And then, I'm going to slap some paint on it. And I may or may not like it. Anyway, these were in the garage in a little box. There's nothing special about them. They're made in Taiwan. But they are that bisque feel. So if I wanted to paint them, they'd probably paint really well. They have those cute little eyes. You know, please don't paint me. But they are cute. But if I want to paint them, I got another whole year. I can decide that. That's this. This is the last thing that wasn't marked. In the laundry room, they had a rack above their washer and dryer, and they had a huge amount of hangers. I didn't even know if the hangers were for sale, but I picked 2 of these up, took them outside and put them on my holding table. Excuse me. I have one hanging on the door that has a doily in it. It's just one of those, you can bend the thing back and they open, and you shut them, and then bend the hook back up, and it closes them. Hanger. I don't know what kind of hanger you call this. I found one in a thrift store here, and that's what I have that doily on, and I couldn't find them anymore. I was hard pressed to think of what I would do with 2 of them. Then the guy who was running the sale saw me take those 2 and put them on my table. So he goes back to the laundry room and grabs these 2. And you can see this one's a little bit shorter. He grabs these 2 and he hands them to my husband. He said, I think she forgot something, and put them in my pile. So now I have 4 of them. He was just ready to get rid of this stuff to go home. Now, that was all the things that was unmarked. What was marked, and I said before, $50. If you add up everything that was marked, if I had bought this on the first day, it would have been $50. These, I saw these in the pictures and they were still there. I think they're kind of cool. Don't know what I'm going to do with them. If I want to decorate with them, it's a little fancy for me. They are made in Japan, so I do believe they're vintage. Can hardly see the Japan sticker. Both of them have have parts of the sticker. They are like Roman busts. You can see her little bun. She has a cool bun. Male, female, I'm assuming. Doesn't he look like he has a bow on the front of his hair? Anyway, they are bisque and completely white. So you could make project pieces out of that if you wanted to paint them. Don't know what I want to do with them, but they were each $10 on sale day. I don't think I would have paid $10 a piece for them, but this day they were just chunked in. Now the rest of this came from the kitchen, and they, on their pictures, they did have a lot of Flow Blue and Blue Willow stuff. That was gone. I know a lot of antique booth people or antique dealers get into that stuff, really collectible, but not for me. I think some of it's really, really pretty, but I don't want another collection, so. But this, I thought would, hopefully it will sell. I think about putting this on eBay, and hopefully it'll be on eBay when this goes up. But I believe this is a Federalist ironstone stamp. It is a gravy boat, and it still has some gravy on it. Whoever washed it didn't do a really good job. You can see it. There's a beautiful blue rose motif on both sides. A lot of crazing. When you turn it up, you can really see it with the ironstone piece. I'm trying to get in the light for you. But I don't think it's shipped or cracked anywhere. This is the underplate. You can see a lot of crazing. And again, the stamp. So that's a pretty little sit up and look at item. And for whatever reason, I convinced myself that I had gotten the sugar and creamer, and I'll sell a sugar and creamer set. That ain't a creamer, it's a gravy boat. I knew it was a gravy boat, but for whatever reason, my brain was saying it's the sugar, it's a creamer, because I did pick up the sugar. It is the same stamp, of course. And now it has a lot of cracking in the glaze, a lot of crazing, but no staining, so it still looks white. It isn't tan anywhere. In the top, of course. This would have been $4 on sale day. So I didn't see, I looked at everything. I didn't see, looking back now, I didn't see a creamer. There was a teapot, large teapot. Didn't pick that up. I got this platter thinking it was the same collection, but it isn't. It is Dresden Blue English Ironstone. It's by J&G Meekin Limited. It was $10 on sale day as well. But I thought that's a really beautiful pattern too. I don't know if you can see the sale price. But I picked it up thinking it was the same. It's not. But you could probably fool yourself into thinking it. Anyway, that'll probably be for sale as well. Now this other part, this other platter, I don't know that I can bear to part with. It was originally $10 on sale day, and I probably would have paid $10 had I seen it on the first day. I love this raised edge and that little bit of transfer wear. It is a gorgeous color to me. It's not blue, it's not green. It's a teal green, teal blue, whatever you want to call it. Just enough of the little pretty to just make it pretty to me. There's not a whole lot. It's not overdone. So I just love that look. And I love that color. The stamp is not directly on the back, but it is on the side. And I can't read it, so couldn't tell you how old this might be. That I don't think is going to go for sale. So I believe that's all from the estate sale. Then we went down the road to that antique mall that was having the flea market out front. There was one lady selling antiques. The rest of them, or a lot of them, were baked goods, home baked goods, plants, vegetables or flower plants, monogram t-shirts, new stuff. And I wasn't interested in that. But there was one lady selling antiques. I did buy a couple of things from her. This was the first thing I got because I liked it. It was, I think it's pretty for spring, but it was also cheap. It was $3. It is a ceramic hot plate, or something you can put a hot pot on your table without burning your table. You can see it's had years of use and abuse. It is scratched on the glaze, but I think it's pretty. I think it's great for spring, the colors and all. So I picked that up. And this I noticed when we walked up. I had to kind of dig it out from a couple of other things. And she says it's oak, and maybe it is. It is a drawer. If you ever see these old Chester drawers, sometimes they have these sitting on top. There's usually two of them, one on one side, one on the other. It's just an extra drawer on the top. Now you can see it's finished on both sides and the front, but this is where it connects to the Chester drawers, and then on the bottom. But look at that cool drawer. It is chipped a little bit on the knob. You can get some brown paint or whatever if you wanted to put that in. But I thought it's a great thing. You can see the dovetail. It would be a great thing to put in or on top of our counter. We can hide stuff. Excuse me. Like Jason's unseemly coffee stuff. I say unseemly. It's not unseemly because it's, dirty. It's because I don't do coffee. So, all his pods and his spoons and all that kind of stuff for stirring his little coffee. That can be hidden. Now, I was telling you about the rabbits earlier. I found this one on the inside. A lot of these people, oh, I jumped the gun. That was $18. She wanted, for the drawer, when I asked her how much, because she didn't have a lot of stuff priced. I said, how much were you wanting for the drawer? She said 20, and I said, oh, it's a little too much for me today. And I was prepared to walk away. I liked it, but yeah. So she said, well, how much would you give me? And I said, would you take 15? And she said, yeah, I'll take 15. So I bought that and the hot plate or the hot pad from her. There was one tent that had two little ladies that were doing nothing but kids' clothes. 24 up to 18 months, 24 months, 2 T's, 4 T's, 5 T's, whatever. This I bought for my little niece, Ellie. It's a 3T. You see the little buttons are just cute. And that little eyelet loop material, it's just perfect. It's white. I don't know if it's coming off as white or light blue, but it is perfectly white. And I thought it was just cute. It's only $5. Looks brand new. So $5 for that. And then 18 at the other lady. So $23 outside. Inside, several booths had percentages off. This one had this little rabbit. Again, the bunny rabbits for projects. These have the little don't paint me eyes because I'm already cute. This one has the demon eyes. I'm trying to convert you to Satanism or something eyes. They kind of freak me out. So he would be easy to paint. And it is the bisque feel, so paint would stick to him really well. He was $5 originally. I think it was 20% off in the booth. So I got him. He was a decent price. He might be a project piece next year. My husband, just to make sure we are all on the same page and for future reference, I did not start this collection. My husband's grandmother gave me a couple pieces of the Hall's tea leaves china. She gave me the coffee pot with a lid and a serving bowl. And I found a smaller serving bowl because I think there were nesting bowls. She gave me a big one and I got a smaller one at a yard sale. So there's exactly three pieces of this Hall tea leaves that I already had. And I bring it out for fall. I never intended to buy any more, but my husband, out of the blue, says, why don't we buy a few pieces? He saw some in another booth. They were, I believe it's called a souffle. And you can see the Hall tea leaf. And you can see the Halls brand on the bottom. It was originally $6, but they had 50% off. So, $3 for that. And the rabbit. And then this was the last thing. I have a little peg rail over there that holds up my vintage aprons. There's a 3-peg rail. It's never really worked well where it's at because it just keeps falling. Every time we touch something over there, it'll fall. So I thought this might work a little better. It's heavy. It's made out of some kind of wood or resin or something. And it's only 2 hooks, which I have to go down to 2 aprons versus 3, but if it works, it works. And you can see it's a chicken. And I believe this is ceramic. It is heavy. I don't know where this would have come from originally, but there's 2 hooks. And you can see the back. So anyway, that was $8 with 20% off, I believe. So he paid $15 and some change on the inside. And then 23 outside, and then 15 at the estate sale. That was our haul for Saturday. And then we went to Applin's to pick strawberries. I'm sorry at planting strawberry plants. I'm no good at it. So this is the first thing that usually comes around for you pick every year. And every year I go and buy strawberries or pick them, whether I need them or not. I just do. I like doing it. So we went and did that. And as a matter of fact, I have to get up from here and make a strawberry pie because we've got family coming over for supper. But that was the last thing that we did before having to go buy chicken feed and Walmart's, the good and then the bad. So this was our haul for this weekend. If you like what you see, drop us a comment. We like hearing from you. Thumbs up, recommend us to a friend, subscribe, whatever suits you. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. So take care and have a good week.